Christmas recipe. A little boy walked lazily into his grandmother's warm, fragrant kitchen. She had a humongous red and green pot and what looked like a storytime book that was filled with glittering recipes. The boy became curious and reached as far up as he possibly could reach on his tippy toes. He was much too short. "Grandma, what you cooking?" The kind old woman smiled sincerely and answered the nosy boy's question. "Well, if you'd like to help me, I'm making Christmas, of course." This struck the boy as absolutely impossible. After all, he was just 6 years old. "But you can't make Christmas, can you?" he stuttered. The old woman's eyes were soft this time as she asked again. "You can, of course, make Christmas. That's what I'm doing right now. Now, will you please help me by going out into the yard and getting a handful of the freshest snow you can find?" Before he made it out, she added, "And not the yellow snow." The boy smiled and laughed at her joking comment and ran out getting only the bestest snow, running the sloshy melting snow back into the house. While the boy was gathering the base ingredients, the small house began to transform into a winter wonderland. He returned with a sprig of mistletoe and a wreath or two of holly. She plopped the ingredients into the magical Christmas-time pot. Little by little, the rooms became more decorated in magic. The lights were blazing bright and church bells rang all the rooms. Everyone was feeling jolly. As the pot simmered and bubbled, cinnamon candles lit themselves. Restless shoppers ran around aimlessly, and turkey and pie appeared on the dining table. Festive stockings hung above the fireplace where chestnuts roasted. "Now let's add Yuletide seasoning." The old woman reached under the cabinet and pulled out a large spice shaker filled with vibrant red and green spices. She sprinkled it over the pot of Christmas and blew a kiss into it. "And warmed it with love," the boy said excitedly. The kind old woman looked around at the merry room. "It's like a storybook picture," the boy sighed and nodded. "That's the recipe for Christmas," the old woman said with a wink. Far above their heads, the sound of jingling bells and the clacking of hooves rang through the Christmas Eve night.
She wrote that?